Dear God, it's beautiful.
Today we'll be covering the Legends information for the 7th anniversary Part 2 celebration and my thoughts and opinion on how it is. Oh, I'm gonna give you a little bit of spoiler. I think it's awesome. Of course, we got new ground battles, brand new characters, platinum equipment, and so much more to cover in here. And I think it's important that we just jump straight in. I think ground battles, this now being a mechanic, dynamic battle areas, as it's called. This is, of course, why we had the RAM update. This is very cool. I think this is a very good change. This changes how the game is played overall, and it's going to be very healthy. I don't know how it's going to work in PvP, because PvP already is, for me, is already extremely laggy at most times. So I don't know how that's going to work when I'm actually playing this. I don't know if the lag's going to make it worse. But the way this works is you can battle on the ground, even though they're hovering, it's still more of a ground battle. And then you have special combo animations that can make you go into the air. So if you remember Burst Limit, games like Burst Limit, it's like Burst Limit. And I think that's awesome because it's nice to see something like that actually come back. Because Burst Limit did the same thing where you can fight on the ground, but then if you land, I think it was like a combo or special attack, you can then make your opponent go into the air, and then you can fight in the air. Legends doing something like that, it's very nice. It's more, I wouldn't say original, but it's different. It's different enough for Legends. This game's been the same for 7 years. You just had air battles now, dynamic battles on the ground. Of course, they do have the fighters thing as well, as when you defeat someone, they'll go through the rock. I think it's, shown. If I can show it. Yeah. I don't know if they show it, but it's like, there it is. It's like here. Better mute this. And then, as shown here, it's like you'll defeat them. We'll talk about this overcharge. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think the overcharge is gonna be a good thing. I think, and like that, like in the older games where you could just knock them through the rocks. I think that's cool. So, overcharge is also a new mechanic they are adding to where the key meter, as you know, you can charge it, but then you can charge it further, and by doing so, you then gain infinite key. Uh, you take reduced damage, and then you can do a basically kind of like a rising rush attack. Um, I think the concept of it's neat. I don't know how well that's going to be implemented because you can't just sit there and charge your key because you're going to get comboed. So you have to be more strategic of it. I don't know if it's like something you can like just charge over time, or is it something you have to hold down and charge. And in the trailer and the animations, they show them charging, but I don't think they show them like charging over time. They just show them just sitting there charging, and that's how they do it. So, but you get infinite key, you get more attack. So pretty much you can do all your glass cards, all your strike cards. There's no key cost. So this is gonna be interesting. I wonder how this will affect certain characters. Certain characters they get a lot of cards, and the only way to like get out of the combo is if they run out of key. But I mean, now if they get into an overdraft, like I mean, it's like that's gonna be annoying. I feel like this is more of a negative thing because again, I feel all I can think of is heavy high combo characters now just throwing out their cards freely. Now they can probably combo longer, and then they get this additional special attack. So if you get hit, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna just say it's probably gonna be rough. But again, it's neat. It's nice that they're changing the battle formula. This also has an additional effects of like a rising rush. Where is it? Oh dear. There it is. So you pretty much do this special attack like this, and then you can get bonus damage, deal more damage to the opponent, or you can get health regen. That's the two options so far. I don't know if they're going to update more of it, but you could pretty much choose the first one, damage, health, or regen. You can do the second one, it's the same. And depending on like which ones you choose, you can choose two of them, and you can overall get different effects. I think that is positive because then if you can manage to get this off, you can at least get a little bit of health back. But all I can think of, and all I can think of is you get close to defeating your opponent, they get this off, and they could potentially kill you, which that happens a lot. And Legends PvP isn't exactly the best PvP because it's substantially a heavy amount of lag, just delay inputs and just wrong, like it reading your inputs wrong. I think that is the biggest problem with Legends PvP. I think this is going to be more overall punishing than good. I don't know. For me personally, I'll have to see how it's fully implemented, but I don't think this is good. I think this is more of a negative thing. I don't think this is good. But getting off to the one of the major things people have been talking about is the character selection. Now, I saw on Twitter, Saiyan Saga is hype. Saiyan Saga is literally one of the most important battles in Dragon Ball. It is one of the most iconic battles in Dragon Ball. And then, of course, you got people screaming like the truth, literally on his stream, screaming top of the song, it's not hype. It's like, it's one of the most iconic battles in Dragon Ball. How is it not hype? It's like, oh, people only care about fusions. Yeah, that's the problem. If we keep giving people fusions, they'll only care about fusions. Again, we need these games to do something different to keep things interesting, to keep going longer. If we keep giving the same things over and over and over, it's going to get boring. It's going to get redundant. I know in my last Legends video, I said, not my last one, for part one reaction was I wanted Z Gogeta. I would have loved to see Gogeta. But at the same time, though, I also really like Kaioken Goku. He's needed a Legends Limited, and him being an anniversary is worth it because this is their first big fight. And again, part one is their maximum forms in the anime, not the manga. In the anime, part two is how they fight, it's how they work together, and then part three is probably going to be a fusion. I think part three will be Gogeta or Vegeta, which is kind of resembling Dokkan's 7th anniversary, where you had part one LR Super Saiyan 4s, LR Gods, Goku and Vegeta, and their semi-maximum forms. And then part two was Saiyan Saga Goku and Vegeta, and then the free-to-play units were characters like Gohan, Trunks, and Goten, and you had Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., so it was pretty much them, and like their families and stuff. I thought that was really cool. It's really fun, and this makes sense for the 7th anniversary. And the most iconic rivalry, where it started, I think this is perfectly fine. This is perfectly acceptable. And now you can argue whether or not part one. I think part one is the same. Part two is overall way better, especially in terms of new things we're getting, new quality content. I mean, it's already better than part one. And I love Ultra Instinct. That moral reference is there, but that's what's hard carrying. Besides that, this is pretty much better, I think, overall. So, we're of course getting to the characters. Now they are going to be implementing special attacks that work in different areas. So you pretty much have to switch between the high ground and low ground areas. Like Nappa here, he gets effects if he's fighting in the air. Tien and Chaozu get effects while on the ground. I think it is should be here. Yeah, on the ground, low area as it's called. So you pretty much like depending on which character you use, you kind of want to switch the fight, which definitely makes it more dynamic of a fight. Which again, I think this is good, but at the same time, I'm only thinking, okay, what's gonna happen now if my matches are already laggy and now? How much worse is it going to get now? I think it's going to get a lot worse. For me personally. I think overall this is a good change. This definitely makes the fights more interesting. Um, besides that, I like to think of it's just a bit more personal issue. Going along with that, Vegeta, he's green. They both of them seem really good. Of course, we'll wait for the full kits to come out tonight. For their full kits, I think overall they both seem really good. The card art for Goku looks real. The amount of animations these guys have is crazy. There's so many animations going on with it. And plus, it was the Doki Impact. They have a special, unique animation for the Doki Impact. They talk about it. Yeah, here they have a special. It's their icon. It's like their poses, and I think that's cool. Again, it makes it feel fresh. It makes it feel fresh. It makes it feel unique, and I am glad that is happening. It definitely makes character interaction because characters already have some interactions in dialogue. but it really wasn't noticeable. This is something noticeable. This is fun. This is unique, and again, it brings more life into this game. That's what this game needs: is more life. Getting to the banners. The banners are also 3 times. A lot of people are going to skip because they hate Saiyan Saga, or for some reason, I do not understand why people hate Saiyan Saga. The same thing as OG. Again, there's no real valid reason other than people find it quote unquote boring. But if you find it boring, I think you're boring because there's more than Dragon Ball than just fusions. Like a lot of this carries a lot of cool hype moments. Like Kaioken, like the Kaioken times 3 and the Kaioken times 4. Their fight in general is really good. It's a really good fight. We get a free to play Gohan. I mean, that's just whatever. Another annoying free to play battle. This is different. So there's gonna be a new special kind of raid that is connected to the story. It has a lot of HP, so you should pretty much have to be up early in the morning to do it. Because a lot of these raids that the bosses have a limited amount of HP, they will be wiped out by the time you can probably look into it, because you just get the tryhards who just go in, they just do it all, and you barely get a chance to do it. So you probably just wake up early in the morning, try to do as many of them as you can. There will be different bosses for each part. You're gonna get like one boss, and then there's gonna be another one later, added to a later date. This is tied to the story events, so because you gotta clear up to part 6 to get all of them, which is interesting. I think it's unique. I think it's a different style of content for the anniversary. This is important. I'm glad they are doing this. They are also going to do with the new anniversary, space time duel. Yay, we love PvP. I don't. You're gonna get more Chrono Crystal, and then if you get both seasons at Godly rank, you can get a special title. I mean, I guess I can try for me, because right now I am ranked 50 something. If I were just log in, but my problem is as I said before, it's just really bad lag, and that's what kills these matches for me is delayed inputs, no input, wrong input, and just lag, and it just overall makes it not fun to fight, because if I'm not having fun, I'm not gonna play. I think that's overall. You're doing another team thing. This time it is between Sun Family and Vegeta Clan. I don't know, because when I think, for me personally, I'd probably go with Vegeta because all I can think of is Bulma, and like the wealth of the family. But a lot of people probably go with Sun Family because of the power, thinking, oh well, you can get Beast or Eli was Goku, or you can get the power or you can get money and live a wealthy life with Bulma. I think me personally, I would go with Vegeta Clan, but I'll probably just wait to see what the general consensus is, what most people are voting for, and then I'll go with that. That way I can get them more rewards. Of course, there's the tickets. They do talk about the chance time. I mean, I didn't win anything. Of course, I didn't. I mean, I have never won anything out of these. Not one single prize ever out of these 7 years I played this game. So I do not care about chance time. I probably just won't even do it at this point. But they're also bringing back the champion bonus, which is good. Bringing more free CC, which is good. That's what we need, is more free C. They're going to do more Ultra Space Time rushes, which is good. It means more Chrono Crystals, more rewards, more free stuff, which is good. It helps for summoning. And then they're still doing the 500 every Wednesday. And they're going to be doing Hoi Poi, Choice Battle. Again, generally a lot of the content that should have been part of the Part 1 anniversary reveal, but wasn't there. And they make Part 2 actually good. A lot of it is there. They're adding more dynamic battles. I think overall this is very good. Very much better than Part 1. Much better than Part 1. They're also adding special platinum equipment for Shallot. So Shallot already does have a unique equipment, but they're also giving him a special platinum equipment that is going to be done through a special mission. Now, this is interesting because it could make Shallot actually runnable. I wonder how good it's going to be. We're going to find out tonight. I believe tonight, or sometime later this week. I think overall that could be good. Of course, we got equipment Ultra Bonanza. I mean, that's whatever. And then, of course, the big reveal was in Sparking Zero. They are adding Shallot to Sparking, and he looks so good. Like, he looks so good, and it's like, that's cool. I'm glad we're adding characters from, like, he looks so good. And that's like, he actually looks really good. This is really cool for Sparky. Now, I wonder if they're gonna kind of make him like Legends, where you can customize him. I mean, probably not. I don't think they could, because that is a lot of animations and a lot of time. And I don't know if they really, I mean, because like, a lot of this looks really good. I mean, he looks really good. This is really fun. I'm excited for this, for Sparking. He's gonna be free DLC. That's really gonna be really cool, and it's gonna be really fun. They do mention he's got the Wild Cannon, Meteor Break, and then his ultimate is like the Rising Lash from Legends. I think that's fun. They didn't mention any customization with him, which I think that could be interesting. So that is all of them. We are going to get we got the card promos, we got the figures. The cards are something I want to get. I definitely want to get like the Ultra Instinct Golden Frieza cards. And then of course Toyotaro, more Toyotaro art for Shallot and Giblet. I think those look really good. And then you get the promo code, Overdrive here if you need, probably don't need my video for it. But so my overall thoughts, this is much better than part one. You get most of the content out the gate. We don't have to wait an additional week later for all the content. The only thing they did not mention was a Zenkai for anybody, which I think that's the issue. Is like the only thing downside is there's been no mention of any Zenkai so far. There's only been one Zenkai, while it was the 6th anniversary had multiple, because you had Pure Boo, Agent, Devious Broly, and you had plenty of Zenkais. I think Zamasu was a Zenkai as well. I have to look at it, but yeah. So you already got multiple Zenkais. Here we do not. We've only had one Zenkai. We've had multiple free characters, which is like, it's still some free CC, but comparing it to a Zenkai CC, rewards, it's not even comparable. But I think this is very good. We're getting plenty of new content, different battle dynamics, much better. Is this worth being the 7th anniversary? This should have been the 7th anniversary part 1. I think we should start with Saiyan Saga. Then you get into Determined Power with UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta. Then you get into the third part, which is probably going to be the fusion of Goku and Vegeta. I think that's how they're going to do it. Makes the most sense. Because it would have been fun. Like, part 2, then part 2 is Ultra Instinct Goku. I love Kaioken. Like, their animations are so good. They're so clean. They did such a fantastic job on their animations. I think they're going to be really fun to play. I think people are just haters. That's all I'm going to say. It's the anniversary. Part 2 is better than part 1. Now, is it better than the 6th anniversary? In terms of characters themselves, no, because I think the fusion mechanic is still better, because that is a whole new mechanic, whole new playstyle. This does rival it, but this is more so just a dynamic thing overall versus a rather personal character mechanic. Like, these guys the only new mechanic they have is the Doki Doki Impact mechanic, where the special animation. That is what's new for them. So it's pretty much like like Red EMUI had the Auto Win Dokkaebi Impacts. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Impacts. They will have special animations for it, so that is new, but that's kind of just it for them. But again, the rest of the animations look really, really good. All the kits, all the animations look really good. Will I be summoning? I don't have the CC for it, because I've been going pretty hard for Ultra Instinct Goku, and for some reason I have not yet pulled another one. I've only pulled one copy of him, and somehow I have not yet to pull another one. It is ridiculous to me, but I'm personally excited. I think this is really good. Really new, fresh content, new play styles, new combat mechanics. Definitely is what is needed for this game. But hey, that's my thoughts, my opinion, and thank you for watching my video.